guys, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has helped me get to 500 subscribers. It's been a big goal of mine to get to that number because you get a community tab, which is very important to me because I will be able to really be more interactive with all of you guys. So that is why I really wanted to hit that goal. And you know, when you start a channel, you just don't know how it's gonna go, and it's kind of nerve-wracking at first, and it's really uncomfortable to kind of put yourself out there at first. But I just went into it to do it for, you know, because I wanted to share with people what I was making, talk with other people. I have been a huge watcher of Crochet Tube for years now, and I just thought it would be so fun to be a part of the community. You know, but when you start something like that, you do wonder, is anyone gonna like me? Is anyone gonna watch my videos? So I've been on YouTube about 5 months now, and it's just so exciting to hit that 500 subscriber goal. And so I just want to say a thank you to each and every person who has liked my videos, subscribed to my channel, commented. I try to reply to every single comment because that is part of what makes this so much fun. Thank you so much to anyone who has mentioned my channel, and to my other yarny friends that have done collabs with me. You know, all those things just mean so much to me. So I just wanted to start the video off by saying that. I did mention that I was opening up my email and, you know, my Instagram messaging to anyone who wanted to send me a question, and I didn't really get any, which is totally fine, because I had a tag video that I wanted to do just in case that didn't happen, just in case I didn't get any questions. So this tag is called the 20 questions tag. I heard about this tag through KS Mom's Crochet channel, and I will link her video below. She tagged anybody that wanted to do it, so I thought this would be a good opportunity at my 500 subscriber video to answer some of these questions for you guys. I thought they were really good questions and would really help you to get to know more about me and my crochet style and what I prefer. So I thought this would just be a fun video, so I hope you guys enjoy. And I would like to extend the invite to any other YouTuber who would love to do this tag. I would love to hear anybody's answers, but some people in particular I would like to call out. The first one is Shannon Talks Yarn, and also Leah Crochets. They are both so close to 500 subscribers, and I know that they both would love to have a community tab. So if you haven't subscribed to them, definitely go and subscribe to their channel and help them out. They have both become friends of mine through YouTube, so I'm so thankful for that. Another person I want to tag is Saf Stitched, and I will link her channel below as well. And I just really enjoy her videos. She is a new crocheter, and but she does an amazing job. She does a lot of amigurumi stuff, and so yeah, I just thought I would love to hear her answers. And then one more thing before we start, actually two more things. The first thing is part 2 of the Fall into Autumn collab that I'm doing with Leah Crochets will be up on Thursday, August 11th, and that is where we show you guys what we have decided to make with some of the yarn we had in our stash that we considered to be fall yarn, so fall colors or whatever. If you would go check out part 1, we both have a part 1 video. I linked hers below as well as mine, and that is where we show you guys all of the fall yarn that we own. So definitely stay tuned August 11th and to check out what we have made. We have kept it a secret from each other, so we will watch each other's videos and it'll be a surprise, so that'll be super fun. And then one more thing, my cousin Angie, she has a channel called Kentucky Waxy Girl, and she actually is one that, you know, I had several people that kind of inspired me to finally get the courage to make a channel, but she was one of them that I would watch and be like, I can do this, I can do this. So I will link her channel below, but if you are into, you know, like Scentsy or any type of wax melts of any kind, you know, the kind from Walmart, the Better Homes and Gardens one, anything like that, you will love her channel. She does like her melting basket for the week, so what she's warming for the week. She does reviews on companies that make wax melts. She just does all kinds of stuff pertaining to that, and she does a great job. So please go over and check her out if you're into that kind of thing. All right, so on to the video. I will try to not drag these answers out since that was such a long introduction, but I have my paper here. So the first question is, how old were you when you learned to crochet? So I believe that I was around 20 years old. I am 31 now, and I learned to crochet when I was pregnant with my son, and he just turned 10 years old. I had him when I had turned 21, a few months after I turned 21. So I believe that I was around 20 years old, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, quite a while ago. Number 2, what was the first thing you remember making? I just remember making a lot of hats. I've mentioned this in a few videos, but at the time, the crochet owl hats were really popular, and that's what really inspired me to want to learn to crochet. I just loved them so much. So those are the first things I remember making. I also remember one of my first projects being like a cell phone case and an iPad case. I remember those, and I tried to look for them the other day and I couldn't find them, sadly, but hopefully I'll find them and be able to share those with you guys soon. Oh, also I made a ton of swatches. I remember as I was practicing stitches, I learned from YouTube the basics, and then I picked up a book and kind of helped me to refine my knowledge of each stitch. So a ton of swatches, but I'm sure that's all of us. Okay, number 3, the make you are most proud of and why. So the one I am recently most proud of is my unicorn picture frame. And let me go grab that. I forgot to get that. Hold on. Okay, so here it is. And I made this for a friend, so that's why there's no picture in here yet. This is just cardboard here to keep it sturdy. But so I made this for a friend, and someone tagged me in this on Facebook, and I am very, very new to amigurumi. I have only done a few amigurumi projects, so it's still challenging for me, especially like the sewing and just the different arms and legs, just all the parts. It's just new to me, so it's still just a challenge. So this was a pretty challenging pattern for me, and I worked on it for about a week. And worked on nothing else. So, and I crochet pretty much every day, so it took me quite a while, but it turned out really, really, really cute, and I can't wait to see what it looks like once she puts a picture in here. But that's definitely my most recent proud of project. Okay, and then number 4 is, what is the oldest ball of yarn in your stash? So, unfortunately, I just decluttered a lot of my yarn. I'm working on getting a better background for my videos, and so I really wanted to narrow down the yarn that I have. I have a ton because I've been crocheting so long. I've just collected so much over time. All of it I didn't buy on my own. A lot of it was given to me or something like that. I have several people that have gifted me yarn over the years, and I've just kind of learned what I like to work with and what I prefer. So anything that I knew that I really wouldn't be reaching for, I decided to unhaul, and I gave it to one of my family members who is a teacher, so she's going to use it in her classroom for craft projects, so it's definitely going to a good use. But because of that, because I just decluttered all of my yarn, I don't have like any of my old yarn anymore, because that's pretty much what I gave away is you know, a lot of the scratchier, more rough value type yarns. Not that I don't love value yarn, I do, but I have my preferences on what type of value yarn that I like. So the ones that I don't prefer are the ones that I gave away, but still, yeah, so I don't really have any super old ones in my stash, so sorry about that. Number 5, knife grip or pencil grip. So I definitely do the knife grip. And that's just how I learned, so that's what I've always done. Number 6 is Boye style hooks or Susan Bates. So definitely the Boye style. That's definitely what I learned on, and that's the style that has more of a curved end to it. The Susan Bates style I definitely struggle with. I actually had never used one until pretty recently, and I just find that when I use a Susan Bates style hook, which is more of a pointy hook, that I kind of catch the yarn. It kind of catches and splits, so I don't prefer that. But I did just get a furls hook not that long ago, and it is more of a Susan Bates style, and I really like it. It definitely had a little bit of a learning curve, but I really enjoy it. So we'll see. I think that Boye's my favorite, but I can make do with any hook. Number 7 is favorite brand of hooks. So for now, I will say the Boye style hooks. I've heard a lot of people rave over the clover hooks, and I think they are like more of the Boye style. That's definitely on my wish list, maybe for Christmas or something, to get a pack of the clover hooks. I may have one clover hook. I think that I do. I think it's an 8mm. I'm looking at them, that's why I keep looking over there. But yeah, but probably clover. I just have a feeling I'm gonna love them. But other than that, the Boye style. But I do really love that frills hook too. It's really hard to choose. And frill hooks are so pretty that it's hard not to love them. Even if it's not like your favorite style. Okay, number 8 is favorite hook size or range of sizes. So this has changed over the years. I remember a 5 or an H hook being my favorite for a long time, and I think that's because that's primarily what I used for beanies, so that's what I was used to using. But now that I've been crocheting longer, the first hook size that comes to mind is 6mm, and I think that is because 6mm you can use for worsted weight, or even a weight 3 if you wanted it to be more have looser, more of a drape and be kind of looser. Have looser stitches is what I'm trying to say. You could if you wanted to use it for that. Obviously it'd have to be for the right project, but you can also use it for like a number 5 yarn. And so I feel like you can use it with multiple yarn weights, and it's just a good size. It's like a good standard size. But I would definitely say like a 6 or an 8. Is my favorite. An 8 is what I use for my scrap blankets. So I definitely prefer an 8 because you can use that with the number 6 super bulky or the number 5 bulky. So yeah, a 6 or an 8. That's what I'm gonna go with. And then number 9 is your favorite weight of yarn. And that would definitely be a number 4 or number 6. So number 4 is worsted, number 6 is super bulky. And so yeah, definitely one of those two. Number 4 weights, you can just make so much with it, and then a number 6 just works up so quickly. So it's hard to choose which one I like best. Number 10 is your favorite yarn fiber and why. And I thought about this for quite a while, because I do love a wide range of fibers. Lately I've been working with like some bamboo fibers, and I work with a lot of cotton. I really love cotton, but I'd have to say acrylic, just because acrylic is very durable. You can usually machine wash and dry it, so it makes it really easy. And there's just so many different types of acrylic yarn. They vary so much in the way they feel, the softness, I love it. But I also love polyester. I love the fleece yarn and like the blanket yarn and stuff like that. So it's really hard for me to choose, but if I had to choose one yarn fiber to use for the rest of forever, I would have to say acrylic, just because there's so much variety in acrylic yarn and because it's so durable. So number 11 is feature one of your favorite yarns, and y'all have heard me talk about this if you have been here for any length of time. But it's definitely the Bernat Forever Fleece Finer. I don't have one with a label, but I think this is my very favorite yarn ever. There is one downside to this, and that is that it attracts every bit of pet hair in your entire house. Pulled a blanket out that I made for my son out of some of this. I pulled it out in the car on our way to our most recent trip and noticed that my lab's black dog hair was all over it. So that is a bummer because our dog sheds quite a bit. So I am sad about that. But ignoring that, it's just perfect yarn. I love it. It's just so smooth. It's a number 5. There's a lot of yardage in it. The only sad thing is the Forever Fleece Finer was a limited time yarn. Sadly, they do still have the regular fleece. I've never used that. I definitely will have to try to use that, but it is kind of pricey, so I haven't bit the bullet on that yet. But yes, I do love that a lot. And then I'm trying to find, I brought some more up here. So some of my other favorite yarns though is the Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. And this is a number 4. This is low pill acrylic, and it is 208 yards, which I'm sure some of the colorways probably are more. This is one of those, the multicolored, so sometimes those have less yardage, but this is actually an older skein that someone gifted to me, and this is just red gray multi, which I don't understand why it's called that because that doesn't look like red to me. That looks like pink. But anyway, I love this. It's just very soft and works up really, really great. So I love that. A new find for me, I don't have the label, but I think this is called the Yarntopia. It's by Yarn Bee as well, and I think it's a number 2 or 3, which isn't my favorite yarn weight, but it is great for amigurumi. I use this on the unicorn, and it's just like so silky soft, but still squishy for being like a lighter weight yarn. I just really like this, and I think this would be amazing for wearables, like for tops and stuff, especially for the summer. I've like fallen in love with this, so need to find more patterns to make with that. Okay, so number 12, what is your favorite crochet item to make? So for a long time it was definitely beanies, and I still really do enjoy making beanies. They're, you know, a quicker project, and so many varieties and kind of what you can do. You can add a pom-pom, you can make a brim, you can do a fold over beanie. There's just so many options, as well as like headbands and ear warmers. Those are fun too. But lately I would definitely say useful items. So like I made a grocery bag holder, and I really loved making that. I love to make coasters, and stuff like that. Just stuff that you can actually use, like storage baskets, things like that. That's just been really fun for me lately. And those make great gifts because it's a gift, you know, that people actually use. Sometimes whenever you make somebody like a beanie or a wearable item, you know, you don't always know someone's style to a T or if it's gonna fit them correctly. So with a useful item though, you know, like they're probably gonna use it. So that is what I've been loving lately. Number 13 is, which crochet item do you least enjoy making? And I would say it would be something that I've made a lot of. So I tend to get bored doing the same thing over and over. I think that is why, I've had to kind of learn who I am as a crocheter and what keeps me invested and not getting burnt out. Because for the first several years, really, plenty of years, really up until the last year, I was the type of crocheter that would get really excited about something, really excited about a project. I'd be like working on it nonstop, and then I would just get bored and put it away, put crochet down for weeks to months at a time. And I found that what keeps me invested is working with yarn that I love, first of all. Also colors that I love, especially yarn that is not just one solid color. I like to work with multiple colors in one project, or like variegated yarn, striped yarn. Those things kind of keep me entertained. So I would say something that I least enjoy making is like something of just one solid color. I get pretty bored of that. Or like the same, my scrap blankets are using all half double crochet, but because they are used with so many different colors of yarn, it keeps me interested. What's it gonna look like next, So I would just say something that's solid one color, or like a solid one type of stitch with like no variation. I get pretty bored with that. Or something that I made a lot of. So I made pumpkins for and sold them. I advertised them on Facebook a few years ago and sold a lot of them, but man, I got tired of making them. So yeah, I get easily bored. I have to keep myself distracted. Okay, 14. What is one crochet item you have yet to make? There's a couple answers to this. I would say a shawl. I've never made a shawl. I've never made a cardigan or a sweater. Definitely all those are on my list though. Number 15 is describe your color palette. So I kind of mentioned that in question 12, but fun colors. I love fun colors. I do love neutrals, but I just get bored working with them unless they're mixed in with other colors. So I would say just fun yarn, fun colors, fun stripes or variegated yarn or speckled yarn, anything that draws my eye to it like that. Some of my favorite colors are like mints, lavender, mustard colors. Yeah, like things like that. Like maybe like a salmon or peachy color. Yeah, just fun colors. Okay, and then number 16, what is your favorite crochet hack? That is definitely the magic knot. I just learned about this hack not that long ago, and I don't know if you'd call it a hack or just a method. I don't know. I think it's a hack. But if you go and watch my tutorial where I showed you guys how I make my scrap blankets, I show how to do it in that video. So definitely go and check that out if you've never seen the magic knot before, but there are plenty of tutorials online. I do plan to make a video just focusing on that because I love it so much. But basically, it's whenever you want to join some yarn, you tie a knot with one end around the new yarn, and you take the new yarn and tie it around the old yarn, and then you pull both ends and it makes the knot come together and meet in the middle, and then you just trim the two short ends that are left and you get a really tight, secure knot. I don't know if that made much sense, but if you go watch a video, you'll see what I'm saying. But I just love it. It's worked great for me. I used it for my scrap blanket and it's amazing. Like, it holds great. I've washed it, I've dried it multiple times. It has not come undone. I trust it. Hopefully nothing ever happens to make me change my mind, but I just find it easy. I find it fun. So I love that. I love that method. Okay, number 17. What are your thoughts on crochet currently being a trend and on crochet being mass-produced by online shops and clothing stores? So my answer is actually going to be very similar to what KS Mom's Crochet said in her video, but I love that crochet is a trend, and that's because it has brought so many people into wanting to learn to crochet, especially younger people, which I think is so important so that we can keep this hobby and this passion of ours alive through the future generations. So, I really don't know many people off of YouTube that is around my age that crochets or even younger. I mean, I'm 31, so, you don't see it a lot. Now I think you're starting to see it more. And so I love that it is a trend for that reason. But I do know that people who create patterns and sell their work, it takes so much time, so much energy, so much money. And, you kind of hate to see big companies like this mass produce these things that it would take so long for another person to make. And it's such an art. Sorry if you can hear my dogs. But so there's good and bad to it, because if it wasn't a trend right now, and if these stores weren't producing these items, then it may not even be a trend to begin with. So more people might not be coming into it like they are. So in a way it's good, but in a way, it's sad for the people that, make their living making these things, and it takes them so long. So, I think there's really no good medium there. Someone's always kind of gonna lose out a little bit, but I do love that it's being a trend, but feel sorry for those that it's affected in a negative way. Okay, number 18 is feature a pattern designer that you like and highlight one of their designs. So you've definitely heard me talk about this channel if you've been here for a while, but MJ's Off the Hook Designs is one of my very favorite crochet pattern designers, and she just has so many cute things. I mean, she does everything from blankets to clothing to pillows, and she's done like those floor poofs, everything. So she just has such a wide variety. It's all very trendy looking and very, very cute. One of the patterns I want to highlight is her newest pattern, and I think it's called the Easy Color Block Sweater or something like that. I will definitely link the video below. She has a free video tutorial. She also has a blog where I think you can purchase the pattern as well. But yeah, she just does amazing work. So if you haven't heard of her, you should definitely go check her out. Okay, number 19 is, what is the next pattern you want to make? I would really love to make the sweater I just talked about. I'm a little intimidated by it because even though it says easy, I was kind of looking over the pattern, and you have to like have it like steam it or something, and like buy this. It's made with wool, so you have to buy this like wool wash, and I don't know, I'm just like a little bit intimidated by it. I've only made like 2 wearables in my life other than scarves and beanies, so it's just a little intimidating, but I may try it. We'll see. And then along that line, I did want to mention, this is kind of a bonus trivia for you, but for as long as I've been crocheting, I've never blocked anything. Like, I don't even know why. I guess it's probably because I haven't made many wearables, and I know that it's important to block those things a lot of the time. I don't know why. I don't know why it intimidates me. I think it's just because I've never done it, but it is something I want to, you know, get some foam boards and some pins, you know, to start blocking, because I need to learn. It's about time. It's about time, especially if I'm going to make this sweater. By the way, look how cute this pin is. The girl that does my eyebrows, she gave it to me, and I love it a lot. I wish I had a crochet hook that had a diamond on the end. Someone should make that, or tell me if they do make these. I need one. Okay, last question, number 20, biggest tip for beginners. Again, similar to what KS Mom said in her video, but don't give up. Just be patient with yourself. It takes so long to improve. That's all I can say. It took me so long to get to where I am today, and I still have so far to go. And you know, you just have to build upon each little skill. At first, just focus on learning, you know, just practicing holding your hook in a way that feels comfortable to you. It's not going to feel comfortable to you at all right off the bat. It's going to take time. So just stick with it. Just focus on getting used to holding the hook, getting used to doing a chain and some simple stitches. And don't worry about trying to make a big project yet. Just build upon each little building block of the learning process, and just enjoy the journey. You will get there. If you don't give up, you will get there. So just don't give up. If you really want to learn, you can. I really do believe that almost anybody can learn. So just keep on trying. Okay guys, so that was a long video. I'm sorry about that, or you're welcome if you enjoy longer videos. So I hope you guys really enjoyed hearing my answers to those questions. And again, I would love to hear your answers. If you don't have a channel, please feel free to leave your answers in the comments below. I would love to hear your answers. And thank you so much again for 500 subscribers. I appreciate it so much, and it means so much to me. So I will let you guys go. Thank you for sticking with me for the last 30 minutes. It's been a fun video to answer these. So anyways, may God bless you. And I want to leave you guys, I have decided at the end of each video, I want to do a Bible verse. You know, my faith is very important to me. God's word is very important to me. So today's verse is going to be in a simple one, an easy one, but one of the best ones. And it's John 3:16. And it is, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." And I find so much hope in that, because this world is a struggle. But anyways, may God bless you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.